when we started this with 20 some odd teams. Now we have thousands and thousands all around the world.
First has given me the opportunity to become better and better and to never stop dreaming.
It is way more than a club. It teaches you the skills of life.
It's technology, respect, teamwork. It is more than robots.
Gillian, good morning or good afternoon now. How are you?
I'm Will. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for talking about More Than Robots, streaming on Disney Plus. Love the documentary. I brought out my inner nerd, so
Yay.
I just love movies, TV shows about science, especially teenagers. I'm just so impressed, because I was an average student, but watching this, I'm just so proud of kids and getting involved with this. And 4 teams of teenagers from around the world in this robotics competition. I mean, LA, Mexico City, Chiba, Japan, definitely an international affair. Was this something that, what drew you to this competition? How did you first hear about it?
I first heard about it years ago. I interviewed a team for a print publication. So I spoke to them on the phone, so I never got to see the robot or meet the kids in person, but I was impressed by it. And so it definitely piqued my interest. I had done this previous project, another documentary from Marvel 616, and I had such a great time working with my producer, Jason Sturman, who maybe you spoke to. I don't know, we're on.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had such a wonderful time working with Jason that we wanted to find another project to do together. And so when I heard that Lucasfilm was sponsoring the 2020 season of First, I've spoken to a team. I know, tiny bit of knowledge. Once we started working, I realized how little I actually understood about the competition, how much I had to learn. But I've had this long ongoing interest in things STEM for like the last 7 years, I would say.
Now, as the director of this documentary, these kids have to figure it out on their own. No help, no manuals. I mean, just what, six weeks to figure it all out. Did you see, as an observer, the pressure these kids were under?
Oh yeah, it's, an incredible amount of pressure. They're basically giving up all of their free time during this build season, weekends after school. But you saw how much fun they're having, so it's something they want to get up and go to their school on Saturday morning. And there was nothing that could have compelled me to go to my school on Saturday morning when I was in high school. I loved acting, but there was nothing at my high school that could have compelled me to do that. So I see that there's just something about getting to build something, getting to be a part of this team, getting to work hands-on that really just engages students and makes them want to spend as much time as possible working on their robot.
And did you have any trouble with the festival, any red tape, or do they welcome you with open arms to film this?
The competition itself?
Yes,
Oh, no. Yeah, no, they were great. They were wonderful. No red tape.
And how did you assemble your production crew? Because it has to be like a small army. There's so much to cover in this.
Well, like I said, Jason and I had just worked together previously. And so, his company, and Jason as a producer, knows so many people in the world of documentary. I know a handful. Jason knows everyone. And so he was really amazing in helping me put together a team, because you're right, it takes so many people to make a documentary. So the producers, the story producers, the editors, the production people, yes. And then going to Japan, going to Mexico, like the logistics of all of it, it really takes so many amazing people. So I'm just very fortunate that, I get to work with Jason, and he gets to introduce me to all these people who become my collaborators and, partners in this.
And I asked Jason this question, in a documentary, it's all about capturing that moment. So I asked him what he thought that moment was this in the documentary. Where do you think that moment happened in this film?
Oh, that moment. It's a great question. I'd say I had moments with each of the teams where, like, you know, as kind of painful as it was to watch when the team in what's behind you, the image behind you, the team in Japan when they were demonstrating their robot and it wasn't going well. It was kind of incredible to watch the students, also to see them not give up, to be like, okay, we've learned about, this is a learning opportunity. We're going to go back. We're going to tweak this robot. We're going to keep going, you know, getting to be at a competition. I'm, you know, so sad I only got to film one, but so lucky that I did get to film one. The energy there, watching the kids, you know, seeing these, even just at that one competition, there were teams from around the world. That was like a real thrill, to see the of all of that incredibly hard work that they had done, the energy, the excitement. It was that final piece of understanding why this really draws kids in and they stay, is that feeling of being at a competition.
And it must be satisfying to you as a director, as a filmmaker, that some kid out there may say this and see this documentary and go, you know what, I'm going to join that competition. I mean, the next generation is going to see this, or anytime this is shown. So that's got to be satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great program. And if this documentary can play any part in, you know, introducing more kids to it, that would be an amazing thing.
Well, congratulations. More Than Robots, streaming on Disney Plus. Thank you so much for joining me today.
There's
more?
Also, well, yes. I just wanted to say that there is a very good team from Las Vegas that's featured in the documentary, the High Rollers. Yes. So shout out to the High Rollers, which is an amazing robotics team. So there's a strong Vegas connection for this.
As a Las Vegas native, I couldn't be more proud.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much and good luck with the film.
All right. Take care. Thank you.